Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story on the Aura Fury server, Riverlands. I'm out south looking at some ruins that are out back here. And we do not have one of these guys yet. We'll need one soon. It's pretty easy to make, but, you know, might as well pick it up. I think I might come by here at some point and take apart one of these things, just because it has a lot of blocks that I think that I would find useful, but not dismantle everything. There's not much in the ruins, but that's okay. I find that I'm really tempted. Maybe I should move all my stuff and go out here. There is some exception to the place, though. It is got a lot of these holes. While they're pretty neat, they're also probably pretty dangerous. This one's got a nice little pond in the middle, so a little bit safer if you accidentally go in there, but probably not. It's kind of neat. I thought, well, maybe I could just like build down in one of these. Like this one is nice and big, and it'd be contained. Stuff will kind of drop over the sides, I suppose, unless you fence it in or something. But I thought, well, it has it's open to the water over here. It's got the hills in the background. It's nice and green, kind of flattish, but it's rainy a lot. And that's like, oh no, I have a Shanton in the back of my head going, no, too much rain. But you know, I think I will just kind of stick with where I'm at. This is a place to maybe just come and visit. This polished rock will be pretty nice. And I like the aged beams as well. A couple pieces of furniture. I don't think there's really too much more down here. Just a couple ruined things. But we have a trader here. And his little cart of boxes. He's a treasure trader, so will be very useful there. I'll have to figure out a way to get around this mountain though, without having to fall into these hills. I don't know if I'll do like bridges or something or another, but we'll figure a way out to our place. So back in our hut and doing a lot of stuff, kind of getting ourselves orientated here, trying to get the things needed. Got our forage stuff kind of set up. I got some different molds done, collecting a bunch of things. I have also paid attention to Lone Wolf, which was nice that Lone Wolf had explained that this is a decorative chest. So if you take some trunks and a chisel, you're gonna get your decorative chest, and that you can carry on your back with the carry-on capacity, but you can't carry the trunk on your back, which is more capacity. But I did pick up all this stuff. I needed a big enough box for all these things, and this was found a bit north of me, kind of nearish my area. I was in one of those spirally dungeons that went out in 4 different directions. It didn't go too far down, so it wasn't too bad with drifters. But I did find a few interesting things that I think might help a little bit. A couple decorative stuff as well. So we also have recently gone around here in the area, found a bunch of bismuth, also cassiterite, and there's a lot more cassiterite out there. I want to, of course, copper. Cassiterite is tin, so that can go into tin ingots or tin bronze, and with with a lot of copper and a little tin, you can make a bunch of different things here. It's not going to be as good as some other tools and stuff. Part of the reason I make the anvil out of that, but some tools, some maybe crafting tools might be applicable. But I figured I do have a decent amount of it, so why not make the lamellar type stuff. It is going to take a pelt and a whole lot of these, 11 of them. The one good thing is that they are pourable and can go into molds, so I figured might as well get working on some of the metal stuff here and get another mold. We'll make it go a little faster. Also set up the bloomery with the bit of iron that I still had left because some of my tools were starting to get worn down and need to get those replaced. Also got a bit of wood and materials out here, thinking of stuff to put together. We got these different kinds of things in the area. It's not as much pine, but I thought that stuff might work. And some saplings that we'd found. And of course, when you have a fruit tree, the best time to plant it is like 20 years ago. So plant it as soon as possible. Hopefully in the place that you want it to be. If not, you let it grow up and then you can get all the tree branches and stuff off of it, and maybe it'll work. So what you gotta do with iron, of course from the bloom, is get all the black gunky stuff off of it, move all your pixels around to make it in a nice, neat, orderly ingot. And then once you chop off the little extra bits, you get your ingot, and then you can actually make it into something. So the pick is what I'm gonna need first. We got a pretty good hammer, and then I'll go around and start making some of my other stuff, like axes and shovels and whatnot. And if you are lazy and you don't want to wait, just get yourself a stick and make it into a tool. Then it won't be hot and in your bar and you're playing hot potato with it. So, trying to get a little bit organized here, but it is a little bit difficult to kind of put all this stuff in here, and amazingly, the blooms are not going to burn down your chest. So, I started getting my first bit of plates done because, well, I'm kind of sick of torches, and we don't need that because that's nice and in my view here. And that is one of the things, is getting food down first and then getting bees. And trying to find some in the area wasn't too bad. Found some other interesting bits here and there to go and collect, and of course we got copper bits in the area, but I did find bees not too far away. Because I did mess up one tree that I found bees, but I couldn't figure out where it was. So you gotta put down those skips for those bees. And while we're nighttime, October, we wanted to get some more of those bees going before it gets too cold and they start becoming ornery there. So these plates will go into lanterns. And this one says quartz glass. This one's got the gold. Yeah, quartz and silver. Let's go ahead and just type in lantern in our handy dandy handbook. And you can see all the different types that you can make. So this one is with glass, and I have gotten some of that done already in a bloomery. That is level 18 light. The stuff with the special plates are 20, so you get a little more light. And actually the clear quartz is the same, 18. I thought it was 16 maybe, and that's why you kind of didn't want to bother doing that. But you know what? Let's save our glass. Put down our plate, put the candle in the middle, and we get a lantern light. Alright. That should help us out a decent amount. Got a few more boxes in here, so trying to finagle where everything is without getting down signs. Could do signs. I don't want to label the chest because I might want to use the chest for something else. So right now I'm just trying to deal with it. did get one of these done because I wanted to get a bow, but I think the pelt... Yeah, it looks like medium or small only, and I've only gotten large pelts so far. So I might have to suffer and go through the leather for that a different time. Alright, we got one pelt here. That's good to know. And we got some of our stuff already done up in our molds. Let's go ahead and get some of this moved around a little easier to see. Thankfully, you can move them around. Let's get this stuff out of the mold. Oh, we got our pelts. And which were the... Ah, down there. There we go. Let's get our 11 in total there. And some clothing stuff takes a like needle kind of tool, but I don't think this requires that. Ah yes, there it is. There's at the top. So the centerpiece is various pelts or one large, which is what we have. We can put our 8 down there because I only go 8 in a stack. And there's our body armor. So more protection than the clit. Of course, it's going to take up some hunger and it'll slow me down a tiny bit, but hopefully not too bad. Alright, so now at least I have all armor, I feel a little bit better about starting and going in the various caves and whatnot. We do have our trees that are growing a little bit, and I do have some bees out here situated. Got some of our flowers down and found more. So I want to get the ones that have the most flowers around them down first. And I figured I'd just do like a circle of them. They seem to be doing pretty good so far. Oh, and then we got visitors. Okay. Well, it's not quite open to the public yet, but I guess he insists on coming over here. And there's another guy. They never come alone. Alright, well maybe we'll be lucky, and you never know. The surface drifters, for some reason, I end up having like really good luck with getting the temporal gears. It may take me to kill 20 or 30 of them, but it surprisingly it does happen pretty often. So I think I want to get a little bit more flowers down, and I really like these small ones because it's just easy to see. Some of the other ones that get really tall and I don't want it to be like right by the beehive. So let me stick some in the center. I'm going to get rid of the grass at some point when I figure out how I want to do this exactly. But now I got another friend. Alright. There we go. Alright, well at least he gave us something. That flax might be worth something at some point. Alright, a couple more in the corners. Just kind of even things up. And then we'll get ready next time and be able to go caving and find more stuff. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.